Now, being a fan of all things science fiction, you may well have heard of a program called Stargate SG-1. Have you heard of it?
Oh, naturally. Yes, in fact, I've also shared a studio floor with its star.
Oh, have you?
Richard Dean Anderson.
Nice,
yes, he was MacGyver. Yeah,
well,
but carry on.
More of the Anderson connection there. Now, in case one of you Podsterons listening has not heard of SG-1, it is a TV series based on the 1994 Roland Emmerich film, simply titled Stargate, and it concerns the adventures of a military team who explore various worlds through an ancient alien relic known as a Stargate. The series was very successful and spawned 10 seasons, loads of spin-offs and tie-in media like comics and books and audios, I think some of which have been re-released for the show's 25th anniversary via Big Finish. Yeah. The Gerry Anderson connection comes in SG-1's 200th episode. For their anniversary, the production team decided to do a story that was a bit more light-hearted, almost a parody of Stargate, sci-fi and pop culture in general, in fact. Picking up on an earlier story thread where Hollywood made a movie about the Stargate team called Wormhole Extreme, which is getting a bit meta here, aren't we? Episode 200 featured various characters pitching their ideas for a movie about themselves. One character imagined a possible version where all the characters were played by high-tech marionettes in a clear nod to Thunderbirds.
Okay.
This pitch recapped the events of the Stargate pilot episode, only when the puppets walked through the Stargate, all their wires were cut, leaving them collapsed on the other side. If you're curious, the entire sequence is available on YouTube. Now, according to the DVD commentary for the episode, the puppets were built by Hollywood effects gurus, the Chiodo brothers, fresh off their work on, of course, Team America.
Ah, right.
Each of the puppets cost around $25,000 and featured wires that were sophisticated enough that it was felt the CGI was needed to make them more visible. They were too hard to see on screen, thus ruining the joke. So, what do you think? Would you watch Stargate in Super Mario Nation? What about Farscape in Super Mario Nation? Or The X-Files in Super Mario Nation? Or a more contemporary show like For All Mankind or The Expanse in Super Mario Nation? Email in and let us know your favourite would-be combination of existing show combined with puppetry. We'd love to hear from you. Podcast at gerryanderson.com.
Yeah, nice. Now, Jamie, to your knowledge, are there marionette Super Marination shows, if you will, being made anywhere in the world today?
Well, obviously...
That aren't specifically... There are kids' shows, but I'm talking, in the theme, in the style of sort of your Thunderbirds and your Captain Scarlet, sci-fi, family audience...
Not mainstream, no. I mean, obviously there's Nebula 75, which is a bit of a sort of Fireball XL5 lift. But nothing that is made contemporarily for a contemporary audience on a sort of big scale. And that's partly, I think, because they've just become a bit of either a relic or a symbol of comedy, which is kind of frustrating, really.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely.
But that Stargate reference in particular, the fact that it's not a serious thing and the gag is, when they go through the gate, the wires don't go with them. Yes. That instantly says, well, internationally, they're seen as figures of comedy.
Figures of fun, that's right.
Which is kind of sad, but that's the world we live in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, interesting.
So there you go. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing people's suggestions in due course.